And Carl Edwards still sitting in his car as Jack Roush and his team goes to work underneath the hood. Carl, what were you feeling inside the car?
Well, first of all, it was fast. The car was real fast. So it's too bad that it looks like we had a valve spin that it just started vibrating. Shaking. I could run half throttle and still lead the race. So it's a shame it's such a good car. It's probably that instant karma from running in the back of Michael Waltrip. I got to apologize to him and his fans. I got in a little bit of a hurry there, but our guys are doing the best they can. It's too bad to have this fast a race car. So I got to thank Aflac, Ford, and everybody. We don't have to do these injured players, but man, it's frustrating.
Well, Doc, obviously Carl Edwards very disappointed. He had a rocket ship for a long time tonight.
Just a frustrating evening for Carl Edwards. He talked about the getting in the back of Michael Waltrip, got in a hurry, and now this situation. And folks, if you're wondering, you see this battle here back in the pack. I'm going to tell you something about Carl Edwards. Here is the 8th position. That is Kyle Busch now moving into 8th and trying to get around Justin Allgaier, the rookie driver. And by the way, Kyle Busch went from 156 points behind Carl Edwards, and now with Carl behind the wall and Kyle back on the lead lap, he now holds a 52-point lead over Carl Edwards. Wow, what a difference about 100 laps makes.
Yeah, just an incredible turn of with the championship events happening here. Yeah, it looked like that we were going to have a great battle between those two, and then all of a sudden it looked like Carl was going to have a huge night in the points, and now it's going to be could be potentially a big night for Kyle Busch, even though we have 66 laps to go here. This guy having a big night, and Greg Biffle leading. I thought Kevin Harvick might be up there and try to work on his back bumper some, but Greg's pulled away to about a 2-second lead here.
Yeah, and with that damage you see on the 16 car, I thought maybe that would hurt him enough that you would see that 33 car, come up there and try to catch him, and he did in that one run. But it looks like now Biffle is stretching it out just a little bit. And Biffle is just one of those guys that loves to drive a loose race car, and this is where that pays off. This kind of racetrack, if you can run that thing on that right rear tire and keep it out there, you can save the right front and make time in long runs, and that's what you're seeing right here with Greg Biffle.
Yeah, you have to really strike a real balance with your car. You say a loose race car, you need it to be kind of loose in the center of the corner as you can make it turn there, but you have to be able to really apply a lot of throttle, and you can see Greg's car is pretty comfortable to him because he's able to pass these lap cars inside or outside wherever he may catch them.
And with the two guys that have won multiple races here out of the contention right now, he's the man in control.
Well, one Roush Fenway car behind the wall, another one, Greg Biffle, is the leader. So Jack Roush watching and worried about one car, but it could be a landmark night for this guy because Jack Roush has 99 career victories at the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Mark Martin, back on February 27th, 1993 at The Rock, gave him his first win. Of course, Greg Biffle gave him a championship in 2002. Carl Edwards will give him another one in 2007. And just maybe tonight, he gets win 100 in the Nationwide Series. Lots of motorsports action coming your way. NASCAR Now presented by 5 Hour Energy, 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Some Summit Racing Equipment NHRA action in Atlanta tomorrow afternoon on ESPN2. How about American Le Mans Series action at Long Beach, 12:30 Eastern time Sunday on ABC. Of course, more Summit Racing from Atlanta on Sunday evening. And, of course, next week from Talladega Super Speedway, it is the Aaron's 312 for the NASCAR Nationwide Series, 2:30 Eastern time on ABC. Now, we've talked about the guys up front. Greg Biffle is our leader. Harvick, Bliss, Logano, Brad Keselowski, Reagan, Allgaier. Kyle Busch is now 8th, Leffler 9th, and Brendan Gaughan is 10th. And let's let Nationwide Insurance take you up to speed and get you updated on the 11th through 20th place driver, starting with Shannon, and a great run from the back by Stephen Wallace.
Well, Stephen Wallace is right behind his teammate in the 62 car. That's Brendan Gaughan, who is a hometown boy here on the West Coast. Now, there have been rumblings that Rusty Wallace Incorporated might go cup racing in the near future. I asked Gaughan about that because his name has been mentioned as a possible driver. He said that he is ready to get back to that point. He said if it was with this team, because he said with this team, he can be himself. He can give feedback, the team listens, and they make changes according to what he said. So he feels like he is in a great situation right now. Now Vince with the 66 running right behind the 62.
That's right. His teammate Stephen Wallace 11th after starting in the back. The results haven't always shown in just one top 10 this season, but this team has been getting better. Crew Chief Dale Ferguson and his guys did a great job pulling out the backup tonight after Stephen Wallace crashed in qualifying, giving Stephen the kind of car that he could drive 30 spots forward, and Wallace has done a terrific job tonight taking care of his equipment. Shannon.
Vince, it's been so quiet on the radio for the number 11 of Scott Lagasse. It was lap 23. That was the only change that they made to this car all night long. He's very happy. This is his third start here at this track. He says every time he comes back, he gets more and more comfortable, and right now he is comfortable in that 11 car. Mike?
And Shannon, Paul Menard won a race here back in 2002 in the Southwest Series, so he does know how to get around this tricky 1-mile racetrack. Right now, he's trying to use a little bit of strategy to pull off a very strong finish. Feels like he can go the distance on fuel. They last stopped at lap 110, Vince.
Well, in running 14th is the 10 car of Brian Scott, a car that, and driver, frankly, we don't talk a lot about, but he's having a pretty solid night tonight. Says it's sliding the nose a little bit off the turns. He just doesn't have the type of front grip that he needs, but he's on the lead lap, and for this team, running top 10, top 15 is a win in itself. Caution on the track.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Now oil on the racetrack, we're being told, as the caution flag being waved again by Kevin Moss for the 5th time tonight. And Andy, this should put them in their window with no trouble.
Oh yeah, they're definitely inside now. As a matter of fact, I thought there were quite a few guys that could make it all the way from that last caution and that last pit stop. Got to think if there's oil on the track, it could have come out of Carl Edwards' car.
Could
all
have
the problems they've had.
Yeah, we had a report that 31 was smoking also, so somebody put some oil down, made things a little bit slick. Now that some other guys are going to be able to work on their cars a little bit more, make some more adjustments, and see if they've got anything for Greg Biffle. But you see 31 car here, Darrell.
That could be where the oil came from,
right.
is this car, yeah.
50 laps to go. Greg Biffle, our leader. If you just joined our coverage, Carl Edwards, our points leader, who was the points leader, has been behind the wall, now back on the racetrack after a souring engine. The 60 car being shown in 35th position, now 25 laps down.
Okay, this is money stop for Kevin Harvick's team. They lost him some spots in that first round.
Second round wasn't very good either. The rear tire changers have problems on the right rear and the left rear, so they're going to have to step it up here if they're going to give him a chance.
They got it done on the final stop at Bristol when he won the race. Let's see what's going to happen. Here they come down pit road. Let's go down to Shannon.
Well, that 20 car, Joey Logano, as you see him in the center of the screen right there, he's tight in the center. They're going to take 4 sticker tires. They're going to take wedge out of the left rear for Joey Logano. Mike.
And Mike Bliss coming back in. That car has really come to him tonight. He was expecting to be a little bit loose, but with the way their track has changed, he feels real comfortable. They're going to go with a 4-tire change on the one machine as well, hoping to make that car real good for the final run here.
Greg Biffle getting his service down and away. They're pretty pleased. So good job by Harvick's bunch. He gets out second behind Biffle. Logano up a spot.
Somewhere in the distance is where I need to
Scott
be.
Lagasse up 6 positions, back with the green in a moment.
Right now is speed.